Hey guys, so for those of you who don't know, my name's Lindsay and I love to cook. It's probably up there with college football for me. So I'm not professional. I haven't been to culinary school. I've just been shown by my mom and my dad. My mom likes to use the crock pot, so I'm sure I'll show you how to use or throw something in the crock pot because that's what she likes to do. She does the baking in the crock pot, and growing up with two brothers and who eat for 4 people and themselves. So cooking for a lot of people has been in my family. My dad, he kind of throws a whole bunch of stuff in a pan and goes for it because that's the way that he was taught how to cook. He told me by his grandma, who's my great-grandma. So if you ever see me throwing stuff in a bowl and just kind of trying to quantify it for you, it's from my dad. You can thank him. I started this blog because I've had a lot of my friends say, Lindsay, you need to teach me how to cook, or I don't know how to cook, or I can't even make cereal. Well, I'm going to try and help you with that. Things that you guys should know if you're expecting me to make fatty stuff or fries and throw them in a deep fat fryer. That's not my thing. I don't cook with butter really that often. If I do, I can't believe it's not butter in a spray thing. I try and be healthy. So there will be some times where I make cookies or cake, but most of the time I'll try and make them as healthy as possible. Potatoes. So I'm going to teach you how to make hash browns, baked fries, and more so just garlic potato wedges. I put garlic in absolutely everything, probably more than I need to. So if you don't like garlic, I guess don't use it in any of these recipes. Potatoes are extremely cheap. I'm a college student, so I try and figure out the cheapest way to make something, and potatoes are definitely it. The bag costs me like $2.50 for a 5-pound bag, and that's extremely cheap. Potato. This is a peeler. Be careful with these because you can really carefully slice your finger off. Not off. You can slice it. I'm going to try and get rid of all the black stuff. This is a grater. This also will hurt if you slide your finger through it. But I'm using this side because I'm right-handed. You're not going to be able to see it, I'm sorry. So you're going to notice you're going to get down to a little stubby like that, and it's going to be hard for you to grate because you're more likely going to grate your finger. So I just throw that away. You can Tupperware potatoes or have them soak in water. So with the hash browns, I'm going to fill them up in water. There are my hash browns. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them soak overnight in the refrigerator. What the water does is it takes the starchiness out of the potato. So when you go to make hash browns, they don't turn into like latkes. And those of you who don't know what latkes are, it's a Jewish food they're basically like hash brown pancakes. And I don't really want hash brown pancakes. So what this does is it prevents the hash brown from caking together. Take the potato and cut it into, I don't know why I have the plate here, but you're going to cut it into steak fry or whatever size that you're looking at. Because I'm being super awesome and making these myself. These need to be soaked in a water bath too, so that the starchiness is sucked out of them. Now that I've shown you how to cut up a potato for hash browns and steak fries, I'm going to teach you how to broil awesome potatoes that will blow your mind. Pretty much the greatest thing ever. I'm going to cut it into wedges. I'm cutting these into bigger pieces because Potatoes cook really quickly when you broil them. So there are your potato slices. So I'm going to teach you how to make an awesome, more like a garlic oil that you can put on salmon, potatoes. I'm sure I would put it on anything considering it has garlic and olive oil in it, but that's just me. You're going to need olive oil, garlic, dill weed, lemon juice. Take a liquid measuring cup. Bam. And I honestly have no idea how much stuff goes in here because I got this from my dad. I'm sorry to all of you, but I kind of guess and mix it and taste it as whenever, I don't know, it needs tasted and I adjust it. So I'm trying for you guys to make this so that you can replicate it. Aren't I just nice? I know, I try sometimes. Now this is a head of garlic. One of the pieces in a head of garlic is called a clove. So it goes in there and you peel it off. Don't mix this up because for pretty much until the time I was about 21, I thought that this was a clove of garlic and this was just a piece of garlic. And I was making hummus and it called for 2 cloves of garlic. I put 2 of these in one batch of hummus. You can pretty much say that it turned out to be garlic with a little bit of hummus in it, so don't do that. And I use a lot of garlic. So, okay, I should probably tell you what I'm using too. This is a garlic mincer. I got this for my birthday. Thanks, Mom. So what this does is I smash my finger in there. So you put the garlic in the mincer and then you squeeze. And the garlic comes out and it smells awesome. So I'm going to mix the garlic and the olive oil together. Nom nom nom. And then I'm going to put some dill weed in there. Mix it around. There's enough in there to make it look like there's green. So we're going to do, take that and we wait to microwave. Have that, it's microwaved it. And the reason you want to do that is because the garlic, once you add heat to olive oil, it kind of sucks in the flavor, or whatever you want to say. Yeah, we'll go with the flavor of what you put in the olive oil. This could be red pepper flakes, but in this case we're using garlic and dill. So you add the teaspoon of lemon juice in there, stir it up. It smells pretty awesome. And that has a lot of lemon flavor to it, so if you don't like lemon as much, I would reduce it down to a half a teaspoon. Oh look, it's my other best friend, garlic salt. I think I go through probably 8 of these in a year. Yeah, it's okay. I brush my teeth. So just kind of sprinkle. I don't want to put as much as I normally would because if you're going to put this on salmon or chicken, if you add salt to a meat before you cook it, it makes it tough. So I would only put a little bit. That's really good. It's got a nice flavor. So once you've made this concoction, you can either use it right away, but I like to keep it at room temperature overnight because the garlic, it kind of just meshes with the olive oil really well, and then you get the dill and the lemon, and it's really complementary to each other. See the awesome, oh, you can probably see the reflection. Garlic's at the bottom, and then the dill, and then the olive oil. So we're gonna let that sit overnight. I have to admit, broiling is probably my new favorite thing. My mom got me this awesome pan. So you have the removable wire rack, which looks like a cookie rack thing, in the pan. Perfect. Now, in order to reduce, I don't know, making this dirty, aluminum foil in the bottom. Fantastic. So, now if you don't have one of these awesome petite broiling pans, you can use a cookie sheet. I would just line it with aluminum foil or spray it with this. I love this stuff because it's 0 calories. So once you've lined this, my potatoes that I've sliced in the olive oil that has been sitting at room temperature for a day, add these. So when you've added everything in a bowl, I don't like using spoons, so I'm going to get in there. Toss the potatoes in the garlic, lemon, dill, whatever. The amazingness. Once the potatoes have been coated really well, when you can see that they have, I'm not sure if you can see, little green things on there, that's the dill. I'm going to take the pan, or whatever you have, and spread those out pretty evenly. You want to make sure that they're not overlapping or touching the sides, because if you have them overlapping like this, it prevents them from cooking all the way through. And if they're touching the sides, they cook too fast. So I'm going to put these in the oven. When you broil something, you have to flip it, or else it won't cook the other side of something. I figured this out when I made chicken. Thank you to my boss for that piece of advice, or else I probably would have gotten food poisoning from chicken. The broiled potatoes. So these potatoes have a nice brown color to them. You can still see the dill, but of course I'm going to take our little friend, Mr. Garlic Salt, sprinkle that. These potatoes are really good with feta cheese. I frequently use feta cheese in a lot of stuff, so there's that. It's like herpes of salad. Terrible. Whoever decided that this needed to be put in a salad mix should be punched in the mouth. I don't want that in my salad. Gross. So, in conclusion, I taught you how to make these potatoes. That's feta cheese on top. So good. Subscribe to my channel. Come back, watch some more videos. Go to my food blog, onefoodexperiment.blogspot.com. Go there. Or go there. I don't know which way it's gonna be. Go there, subscribe, keep watching my videos, and if you have any questions, just comment below. Bye guys!